What's up, you guys? How are you doing today? Today's video is going to be a little different. Um, Today's going to be a little bit more along the lines of a kind of inspirational. I was talking to one of the guys last night, and they happen to have a felony on their record. I'm not going to say who it is, but they made the comment that, they'll never get higher on the food chain or never get a higher position and never get a decent paying job. That's not necessarily true. So, I'm going to give some words of wisdom to my viewers that I gave to him. Um, you know, just because you have a felony does not mean, absolutely does not mean that you cannot be successful. Me as a person that actually does have a record, I personally have been through some of these struggles and challenges. It's a hard road. It's not easy after you catch catch one. Even a misdemeanor can damper your life a little bit. It's not easy. I know finding a job is the hardest part. Getting somebody to actually look at you and be like, oh, well, this person might be suitable. And they can look at all your background and everything, and then that one thing, they'll be like, oh, no, he got a felony. Granted, yeah, he's got this great background. But that felony, though, yeah, okay, don't let that discourage you, okay? You can always be successful, no matter what your background is, doesn't matter what you've done, you can always be successful. Always. You can always recover from it. All you can do is make the best of what you got and what you get. And what you do at that time, make it count. Make it count. Granted, yeah, you're gonna have to bust your back. You're gonna have to work 1,000 times harder than somebody that doesn't have it. But we can make. If I can do it, and I'm about halfway retarded. I can't say that. I'll edit that later. Well, I'm halfway stupid, I guess you could say. I don't think a lot of things. I really don't. But as as time has come and gone, I've grown into this individual where never give up. Where I used to be like, oh man, my life is over. I'm not gonna be able to ever be successful. Wrong. Totally wrong. You just gotta find the right company to get with. It may not be what you want to do in life, but you can always be successful. It doesn't matter what job you hold, does not matter where you end up, you can be successful. You're just gonna have to work that much harder at it. Okay? So, say you do land that job, make it count. Fucking make people be like, oh, this guy is on point. He works, he does what he's supposed to. Prove him wrong that felony, it means nothing. Prove him that it means nothing. All I can do is help you grow as a person. Granted, yeah, people look at you and be like, oh, well, for the longest time, people looked at me like, oh, well, he's gonna steal from me. or he's gonna do this, or they expect it. They say, oh well, once you do something bad, you're always bad. No, no, not the case. Not even close to remotely being the case. Um, you know, we we as individuals, we are not perfect. By no means. By no means are we perfect. Um, we make mistakes, And do I think we should be punished longer than what our sentence was? No. But we do. We get punished a lot longer than what our sentence really is. No matter what you did. It doesn't matter. Okay? You made a mistake. You make your mistakes, you jump up and you move on. Okay? You push as an individual to get where you want to be. You show people that you can go the distance, that they can trust you, that you are not that person. You gotta push. No matter how hard things get, no matter how bad life sucks. Believe me, there's been days where I've just wanted to throw my hands in the air and just say, screw it, and just give up. No. That's not the attitude to have. Okay? You wake up in the morning being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna rock this, and, I'm gonna get somewhere in life. Because, and I know not everybody is as stubborn or pig-headed as I am, I am a very stubborn individual. When I put my mind to something, I make it happen. I just, I just have my ways, and I'm stuck in them, and there's nothing I can do to change it. Well, actually, there is stuff that I can do to change it, but, I want to be that person that my kids look up to. I want them to come up and be like, Daddy, I want to be like you. And I want people to envy what I do. I want people to come up and be like, oh man, I want to be that guy. The reason for it is because I've always been that guy that's always been the underdog, the one that's always looked at as, the lesser one of the group. And I've always thrived to try and push for better. And am I saying that life is a cakewalk for those that don't have a felony? No. It's just as hard for them. But it's a lot harder for us that do have felonies and do have some type of background that goes against them. Believe me, there's been many times where I've just sat and cried because I felt like I was nothing. And it took a lot of growth to get to where I'm at. Am I saying I'm a perfect individual? No. Not even close. I push every day that I go into work and make the people that hired me, I make them be like, man, I'm glad I hired that guy. We got all these people that are coming into the workforce now that are like, oh, I'm just going to do my job and I'm going to go home. That's great and all. But it makes life harder on those that want to make it somewhere. Because while everybody else is focused on trying to get them to fucking do more, it gets to the point where you're not looked at. Because you get looked at as the bad guy because you're trying to help this person succeed. You're trying to help improve these other people. You're trying to help improve people that don't want to improve. Like, I got this kid that I work with. I'm not saying names. I see potential in him. I see it. But he's not willing to take it. He's not willing to jump up and go for it. Why waste your time? Focus on you. They don't want to move up, but you do. Jump out there. Make yourself noticeable. And if it comes down to it, jump over there and do their job too. Make them look bad. There's been many times where I have jumped across, the line and gone ahead and did somebody else's job and then turned around and did my job on top of that. Just to make myself look better. And, at my job now, I know so much. I know how to do a lot at my job. Like, I'm not just a single one thing guy. I can do almost everything at my job. Almost. There's select few things that I will admit I don't know how to do. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But the more you know, and the more that your company knows that you know, the better off you're gonna look. And this video ain't just for people with felonies. It's not just for people that are struggling trying to succeed. This video is actually for a little bit of everybody. I don't see enough advice coming from, people that have had the hardships and they're willing to share the stories and willing to jump out there and be like, hey, look, I just wanted to come out and give y'all a little bit. I know, if I were to actually go into extreme detail, we would be here for about probably 3 hours. So I'm trying to keep it a little short, so that way you don't get bored or, I got some pretty good points in here, I think. If you want advice on other things, other life things, comment down below. Let me know that you want to see more advice videos. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right next to that, and then hit that bell icon right next to it. So that way you don't miss a video. My videos are not set at a specific time yet, but I'm gonna get there. So just bear with me. Lately, I've been doing it every day, and it's not set at a specific time. But as soon as I upload, you'll get notified. It's just gonna be. It's a work in progress. My channel will get better. So. Like I said, comment down below if you want to see more inspirational, or if you just want advice. I'm willing to give it. I have a lot of advice in my head. So if you want to know, comment down below. I'll go ahead, I'll make a video of it specifically for you, and I will dedicate it to you. I will give you the shout out, and it'll be your advice. What you asked for personally. So, hope to see you in the next video. Peace.